Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 nerdy child stars who grew up hot. We all know one of the saddest things in life are those Where Are They Now shows about child stars. They usually become washed up and lose their good looks. But this is not the case at all for these child stars. These are stars who were nerds as kids but are now super hot. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe to my new channel, The Crafty. There's amazing crafts and life hacks on there, and anyone who comments saying they're subscribed on the latest video will be shouted out in the next Top 10s video. So do that, and while you're at it, why not subscribe to Top 10s too? Coming in at number 10 is Abigail Breslin. This nerdy child actor began her career at the age of just 4. She appeared in the movie Signs, playing Mel Gibson's nerdy daughter. Then she had her breakthrough role as Olive in Little Miss Sunshine. Olive was the super nerdy and most awkward character of the movie. But now Abigail Breslin is nothing short of a supermodel. She still acts and is in 2 movies and 1 TV show this year. She used to have bad teeth and thick glasses. She's ditched that look now and looks amazing. She's very tasteful and mature, unlike how she looked in the swimsuit in the Child Beauty pageant in Little Miss Sunshine. She's now seen on more serious movies and is often photographed at red carpet events. It's safe to say she looks great, but don't take my word for it. She's often voted best dressed by Vogue and other fashion magazines. This is one very crazy transformation from nerd to hot. Especially as now she does just as much modeling as she does acting, and from her great work it's not hard to see why. Next up is Joseph Gordon-Levitt. When you think of the hottest male movie stars, JGL definitely comes to mind. Come on macho guys, admit it. While he may be a heartthrob today, this was not always the case. He's been acting since the age of 7, and when he was a kid he's even said himself he was a massive nerd. He was also cast nerdy characters, such as Tommy in Third Rock from the Sun. He had a much less trendy haircut and was always the awkward character. He is still kind of cast as the awkward nerdy character in movies. But nerds, don't get too excited. I don't mean something like this. I more mean something like this. You know, the hipster nerd who isn't really a nerd or awkward, but kind of is in one way or another? Ugh, what a confusing world we live in. Next up is Ariel Winter. Modern Family is one of the most popular shows on TV right now and has America's biggest and favorite TV family. One of the most notable and most annoying characters has to be Alex Dunphy. She's the super genius sister of Haley and Luke who loves to show off her brain power. But on her real life Instagram, she likes showing off something else. She's recently colored her hair bright pink, which has made a lot of people question her transformation. Unlike her conservative nerdy character on the show, she was spotted at Coachella with her boyfriend this year. She was seen getting into flashy cars with trendy clothing. Yeah, it looks like Modern Family's paying Ariel pretty well. Her fans go crazy for her bikini shots on Instagram. I assume Ariel will have to change her hair back to black when they begin filming the next series of Modern Family. Do you prefer Alex's uptight persona or Ariel's real-life wild side? For now, it seems like she's loving the freedom and is acting like a true Hollywood teenager. Let's just hope she doesn't go too far like other people. Miley Cyrus. Next up is Daniel Curtis Lee. This name might not ring any bells at first, but if you're a 90s kid, you'll know the name Cookie from Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. He was the nerdy genius with the amazing computer glasses. That's right, this guy had Google glasses way before they were even a thing. Cookie was definitely a nerd as a child actor, as he played one of the biggest nerds on TV. But today, Daniel is a changed man. He's now 26. Feel old yet? He isn't in the limelight much anymore, and the last thing he did was 4 episodes of Glee back in 2012. However, he still does do modeling and is very good at it. He's now very smart, but in a classy way, not a nerdy way like with Cookie. He's a renaissance man, as he can not only be classy but street too. That's right, Cookie is now a rapper and released a song back in 2012 called Laughin'. The music video wasn't rated well on YouTube, but this song itself isn't really that bad. I wonder if Ned produced this. Next up is Alexa Vega. This child actor made her debut as Carmen Cortez in Spy Kids. In the movie, she kind of played the awkward girl character, and compared to her co-star, she was super smart, making her the nerdy character too. Since then, she's done many more shows like Big Time Rush on Nickelodeon, and even more recently, she's made appearances in Nashville and voice acts for The Loud House. During that time, it's safe to say she's grown up a whole lot and is now super attractive. If you don't believe me, she has a massive 1.3 million Instagram followers, and now does just as much modeling as she does acting, if not more. Thanks to all this modeling work, she has to stay in great shape and can often be seen at the gym or doing yoga. And she also likes posting yoga photos in yoga pants, which are very popular. I wonder why. But guys, keep your eyes to yourself, as she's recently got married, and her husband looks like he goes to the gym too, so watch out. Next up is Josh Peck. We all know Josh Peck as his character Josh in Drake and Josh. There was a very clear dynamic between the two characters, that being Drake was the cool girl getter while Josh, well, wasn't. He was pretty chubby and had a lame 90s haircut back when the show was on. Maybe it was for comedic effect, but I think some of his true personality snuck in there too. However, you could now say their roles are reversed. Drake unfortunately went bankrupt after a poor singing career, but Josh has gone on to become a model. He's really slimmed down and is a massive hit with the ladies. Don't believe me? Check out the comments on some of his shirtless Instagram photos. I've never seen so much thirst. And he is also making a name for himself online now, making YouTube, Instagram and Vine videos with Liza Koshy and David Dobrik. And he recently got married himself to a very attractive partner in an amazing ceremony. The only bad part is he didn't invite Drake, which stirred up a lot of drama. Josh Peck is a name to watch, as he seems to be making a comeback with all his modeling work and online video work. But no matter what Josh does, he will never ever win Helen's respect. Next up is Alyson Stoner. This young star got her big break in a variety of Missy Elliott movies. She was kind of a dorky dancer kid in the movies. And she was also in Slim Shady's music video for Just Lose It. That's Eminem for all you really young kids. The movies were really cheesy and very 90s, making Alyson look very awkward. However, this is not the case today. She's appeared in movies such as Step Up and is doing modeling work too. And she even voiced Isabella on Phineas and Ferb. She's often seen today on the red carpet and looks great and super confident too. You can say goodbye to her nerdy past and say hello to the new Alyson, who's actually going out with Twilight star Taylor Lautner. She's only 24 and has a lot more work coming up, from movies to TV shows. And she clearly has a very dedicated fan base of nearly 500,000 people on her Instagram. Next up we have Matthew Lewis. We all know the Harry Potter movies. The most popular characters are of course Harry Potter, Rupert and Hermione. But another character that many forget about is Neville Longbottom. He was known in the movie for his bad teeth and greasy hair, and above all he was the main awkward nerdy character who was a source of fun. But now the only one who's laughing is Matthew Lewis himself. Since the movie he's made a massive transition into a model looking guy. And yes, he actually does do some modeling. He now has new teeth and has slimmed down and grown into his looks. He has a super hot wife too, named Sinead Husband, who's a financial manager. It looks like a magic spell's been used on this Harry Potter actor, as he's now super attractive. But really, he's simply grown into his new looks. There's also speculation that he's had veneers put on his teeth to make them straight and white. But one thing's for sure, he's hot and has a respectable 1.4 million Instagram followers. Coming up next is Michelle Trachtenberg. This nerdy child actor had her breakout role starring as Harriet in Harriet the Spy. She played an awkward girl who was a spy, but since then she went on to have a long career as Georgina in Gossip Girl. She still does a bit of acting work here and there, but the thing she's mainly focusing on now is her modeling career. She looks great on the red carpet and is always being photographed. And recently, she even had a small part in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This was the role which actually made people think about her amazing transformation from a nerdy kid to a model. But guys, don't get any big ideas. She's taken and married to Chase Crawford in a well-documented wedding. Harriet the Spy had a lot of very cringy and awkward moments in it. But that's because she was so young. Now, however, she looks amazing and her 400,000 Instagram followers seem to agree. Next up is Madeline ZIMA. Madeline is best known for her role in The Nanny. She was an awkward preteen girl in the movie, but since then she's gone on to be the exact opposite of awkward. She looks awesome in every photograph now. She had a big role in the comedy drama series Californication, and recently she was in Twin Peaks for 2 episodes as Tracy, and it's expected she'll make a return for some series on Netflix coming out in 2018. She was awkward when she began acting, but she was only 7 at the time, so what do you expect? But if you look at any of her photos today, she lights up the image with her new looks. Not only has she grown into her new looks, but she's also apparently now working out in the gym a lot to become more strong and beautiful. I'm just glad to see that these child stars turned out so well. That's really not something you see every day. I mean, just look at Macaulay Culkin, he was so cute. Now, yeah, unfortunately not so much. He was not a great child star transformation. But these guys definitely are great transformations and their names to watch in a few years. Some of these guys' careers are still growing, so hey, you need to watch out if they're in any new movies, TV shows or music. Whether it be their career improving or their looks improving, these guys are pretty cool. If you guys think I missed somebody off this list, then let me know and I can make a part 2. Check out the poll in the top right corner to vote for the most amazing child star transformation. I think it's gotta be Cookie because he's changed so much. As I said before guys, be sure to check out my new channel, The Crafty. I really think you guys are going to enjoy it, and anyone who comments saying they're subscribed on the latest Crafty video will get a shout out in the next top 10s video. But as always, thanks for watching. Check out some more videos on screen right now. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.